Today's a training day. We've got legs and we've got shoulders. It's going to be a tough one, and if you do it properly, you're going to be crawling out of that gym by your lips. So make sure that you have your pre-workout supplement stack, and I'll see you there. The first exercise that we have for legs is the sumo squat. So you're going to find yourself a power rack like the one in the picture. You're going to place the Olympic bar across the top of your back, but not on your neck. And you're going to squat down just like Jim is demonstrating here until your hamstrings are parallel with the floor. You're just going to be warming up now with no weight, just to get the fluid within the joints and the blood within the muscles. Do around 15 repetitions that are quite comfortable, just as a warm up before moving into the working set. So this time we're going to go straight into the working set. So place some weight upon the Olympic bar, place that bar over the top of your back, and then slowly squat down until your hamstrings are parallel with the floor at a wide stance. This is the sumo squat. So you should be slightly wider than shoulder width apart, with your toes pointing out, and make sure your knees follow the direction of your toes. You need to be reaching absolute failure at around 15 repetitions on this exercise. Breathing out on the way up, breathing in on the way back down, keeping your back as upright as possible. Once you've reached absolute failure at 15 repetitions, do 2 more sets and rest for around 45 seconds between each set. Once you've done all 3, let's move on to the next exercise, which is the Smith machine lunges. So now locate a Smith machine in your gym, like the one that's shown in the picture. Again, you're going to place the bar across the upper portion of your back, not on your neck, and you're going to squat down, and then you're going to go back up. But this is going to be with one leg at a time now. As you can see in the picture, Jim has got one foot in front of the other. He's pushing through the heel of the front leg before going back down. Breathing out on the way up and breathing in on the way back down. Once you've completed that exercise on one leg, you move on to the other leg, and that's one set completed. You need to be reaching absolute failure at around 15 repetitions on this exercise. Once you've done your first set, rest for around 45 seconds, and do 2 more sets. Once you've completed your 3 sets, we're moving on to the final and new exercise for this week, which is the sumo leg press. So find yourself a leg press like the one in the picture. Place some barbell plates on the machine to add some resistance, and you're going to put your feet on the very outside of the foot plate. Pointing your toes out slightly, make sure that your knees follow the direction of your toes, and you're going to come all the way down until your legs are at a right angle before pushing back up. You're going to breathe out on the way up, breathe in on the way back down. Make sure that you lock your legs out before coming back in, getting a good stretch. And make sure that your lower back stays on the pad at all times to prevent any lower back injury. You need to be reaching failure at around 15 repetitions, and you need to do 3 sets on this exercise. Rest for around 45 seconds between each set. Once you've completed 3 sets on the leg press, that's it for legs, and we're ready to go straight onto shoulders. The first exercise you're going to be doing for shoulders is the upright row. You should remember this exercise from last week, where you're rowing the barbell up towards your chin like Jim is demonstrating here before going back down. Make sure you point your elbows up towards the ceiling, and your hands should be about fist distance apart. Keep the barbell close to your body at all times, and make sure your body doesn't swing back when performing this movement. Breathe out on the way up and breathe in on the way back down. The first set is just a warm-up, so make sure that you do around 10 to 12 repetitions that are quite comfortable before moving on to your first working set. So you can put that barbell back, get a heavier one that'll allow you to reach absolute failure at around 10 to 12 repetitions. You're going to breathe out on the way up, breathe in on the way back down, keeping your elbows pointing up towards the ceiling and keeping the barbell close to your body without using any momentum. Once you've reached absolute failure, do 2 more sets, and now we're ready to move on to the second exercise, which is a front plate raises. So find yourself a barbell plate, and you're going to hold onto it with your palms facing towards each other, and you're going to bring it up above eye level before going back down. Make sure that you just focus on working the fronts of your shoulders at all times, breathing out on the way up, breathing in on the way back down. Don't use any momentum, and don't swing whilst bringing this plate up. Keep your arms straight at all times. Focus on your shoulders doing the work and not your biceps. You need to be reaching failure at around 10 to 12 repetitions, and you need to do 3 sets in total for this exercise. Once you've completed your 3 sets, we can move on to the new exercise for shoulders, which is shrugs. Now this is going to work your shoulders and the upper portion of your traps. Your traps are located between your neck and your shoulders. You're going to breathe out on the way up and breathe in on the way back down. Keep your arms straight at all times and focus on squeezing your shoulders up towards your ears. Go all the way up for a good contraction and then go all the way down for a full stretch. You need to reach failure at around 15 repetitions on this exercise. You need to do 3 sets, resting for around 45 seconds between each. Once you've completed your 3 sets, that's it for shoulders. Let's move on to lower abs. The exercise that we have this week is hanging leg raises. So find yourself an ab machine like the one in the picture. Support your body weight on your forearms and hold onto the handles in front of you and have your legs slightly bent and bring them up like Jim is demonstrating here, and then take them all the way down for a full stretch. When you're coming up, make sure that you breathe out, and when you're going back down, make sure that you breathe in. This should be a slow and fluid movement. Don't use any swing or any momentum. Just focus on your lower abs doing all the work. Breathe out on the way up, breathe in on the way back down. You need to reach absolute failure regardless of reps on this exercise, so just keep going until you can't do any more. Rest for around 45 seconds and perform this twice more. Once you've done 3 sets in total, that's it, you're finished. So make sure that you have your protein shake, and I'll see you back at the office. That was an awesome leg and shoulder workout, good job. But you've got the whole weekend to recover. Remember to do your cardio every day, 50 minutes on Saturday, 50 minutes on Sunday. So come back Monday for Monday's show, and I'll see you then.